Would you like a ride?
Thanks, I'd appreciate it.
Get in. My name's Jim Sterling. I'm taking over the practice of old Dr. Graham at Lone Jack.
That's fine. That'll make us neighbors, Doctor. I'm Blue Feather.
Oh, glad to know you, Blue Feather.
My father's Chief Yellow Wolf at the reservation.
Been away long?
Just graduated from Carlisle. I'm anxious to get home because my people are in trouble. You'll find Lone Jack is no place for a tenderfoot.
Well, I'm not exactly a tenderfoot. I was born and raised in the West.
Well, you'll have to be a specialist in bullet wounds. My father writes me that outlaws are riding roughshod over this whole territory.
The young chief didn't wait for the stage. He's coming in a buckboard with a stranger.
Well, that's the stranger's tough luck. We'll have to knock them both off. Turn at the schoolhouse.
Get down on the floor by your desk now, all of you. Hurry up.
Get him inside.
Sure thing.
Go help him.
We got Blue Feather. That was our job. Come on.
They're gone.
I didn't expect to be your first patient, Doctor.
Try not to talk till I get this bullet out.
So you're the new doctor. I'm Doris Shannon.
How you doing, Miss Shannon? You can help a lot if you'll take this man's coat off and get me a basin of water while I get my instruments out of the rig.
I'll help you, Doc. I hope you're as good at taking bullets out as you are at putting them in.
Thanks for the help, old-timer.
What do you mean, old-timer? I'm only in the 2nd grade.
You mean you're a pupil here?
I'm a prospector, but I figure learning never hurt nobody. Don't tell teacher I got this. Particular woman. Don't believe in pupils chawing tobacco.
No, I won't mention it to her. Unhitch the team, will you?
Sure.
There. You'll be as good as new in a few days. Wonder why they were gunning for us.
They were gunning for me. Someone is afraid of my plans for establishing an Indian police force to keep order on the reservation.
Aren't there any civil authorities around here?
Of course. There's a marshal and lone jack. But what can he do when outlaws hide on the reservation and federal law prevents him from entering it?
Well, why don't your people just drive these intruders out?
Our braves are afraid to attack white men without definite authority. And unfortunately, there are bad Indians who cooperate with the outlaws in return for whiskey and guns.
Well, if your Indian police force will stop all this, I'm certainly for it.
Thank you. There's to be a meeting at the village tomorrow to discuss the organization. I would be glad to have your support.
I'll be there.
You Indian agent, Mr. Carson. But do nothing when outlaw hide on our reservation. My son come with plan to drive him out. And they try kill him. Now, I do something.
Just what do you propose to do, Chief Yellow Wolf?
We send for blue coat soldiers and drive out these evil men.
I protest. I, see to your medicine man, will speak. I have talked with the spirits of our ancestors. They say, if soldiers come again, Indian must go.
Sita, speak wisely. But the plan I propose will solve our problem without sending for the soldiers.
What is this plan of yours, Blue Feather?
To form a police force, to be made up of the Indians themselves, with power to arrest the evildoers on the reservation and turn them over to the civil authorities.
I don't see how there can be any objection to Blue Feather's proposal. It's perfectly sound and sensible.
Oh, it is sensible, Dr. Sterling. But I have no authority to act on it.
Why, an act of Congress would be necessary to arm Indians and give them police powers. That would necessitate a petition signed by the majority of the white settlers.
And be concurred in by the Indian Council.
I answer for council.
I'll have the petition made up and get the settlers to sign it. We'll start a campaign on the local newspaper tomorrow.
Congress to be petitioned for Indian police. Plan endorsed by Lone Jack Town Council. That's why I wanted Blue Feather knocked off. When Cedar first told me about the police plan, I knew it was dangerous.
How'd Sita find out about it?
He steamed open Blue Feather's letters to his father. My Indian accomplices are much more efficient than my white ones.
Well, we'd have gotten Blue Feather if it hadn't been for that Sawbones. They must be teaching them shooting at medical school.
Well, it's his shooting off at the mouth that has me worried.
He'll never convince the settlers that Indians can be trusted to wear uniforms and arrest white people.
You're wrong, Brady. I've been sounding people out, and they're plenty in favor of the Indian police.
That's what I've been afraid of. If this thing goes through, it'll mean the end of our setup here.
And with what you take from the government and Brady's men from the ranchers, we've got a gold mine. But if someone should start digging too deep into our business, they're liable to find out you're not really Carson.
Haven't I told you never to mention that? Carson died before he ever got here. I have all of his papers and credentials. And as far as you and everyone else is concerned, I am Carson. We've got nothing to worry about. Cedar's on our side, and he has plenty of influence over the Indians. You handle the settlers. Raid their ranches. Burn their buildings. Terrorize the district so that anybody who signs that petition will know he's committing suicide.
What's the matter, fella?
A bunch of outlaws beat me up for signing the petition. They headed on up the valley. Said they was gonna stop that petition if they had to massacre the whole territory.
Tex, tell Deputy Turner to get a posse together and hit the road.
Let me have a look at you. You'll be all right. I'm riding with a posse, Marshal.
Come on inside, son.
They're not far ahead.
follow them in there. It's an Indian reservation.
You mean we're gonna let those murderers escape just because of that sign?
The federal law. I didn't make it, and I can't change it.
Now I can understand how much we need those Indian police. I'll leave you here. Got an errand at the schoolhouse.
This is the spirit rider of the old legend. Many years ago, the Indians believed that this phantom rider would come to save them from danger. And whenever he appeared, they knew that the gods were pleased with them and that their cause was just. Even today, some Indians believe that in time of great danger, this spirit, this phantom rider, will come to their hunting grounds. Oh.
Well, howdy, Doc.
That will do, Nugget. Class dismissed. What news, Jim?
Mostly bad. The outlaws are terrorizing the ranchers to keep them from signing the petition.
I'm afraid there's opposition among the Indians. One of my pupils was saying there's to be a powwow tonight.
About the Indian police?
Cedar, the medicine man, will speak against it, and then Chief Yellow Wolf will get up and argue for the police. After that, the guards are supposed to give a decision by a sign.
Cito will probably have the guards signed up in advance, on his side. Is the powwow to be held at the village?
In a rocky canyon called the Place of the Spirits. It's sacred to the Indians, no white man's allowed to go there.
The Phantom Rider could go there.
What have you in mind, Jim?
Well, according to your legend, the Indians expect him in time of trouble. They're in trouble right now. If you'll help me rig up an outfit like that, I'll appear as the Phantom Rider at the Place of the Spirits tonight.
It might work. I have some old Indian clothes in my living room. We can fix up a costume, something like that. Come on.
The voices of the spirits have warned me. It is white man's plot to take away Indian's last freedom and drive him from the land of his fathers. If you have Indian police, he will be spies of the white man and will betray his own people. Now let Yellow Wolf, our chief, answer me, and may a sign from the gods decide between us.
Old Yellow Wolf's getting up on the rock now. Let it blow and I tell you.
Sita speaks to you as though you were children, not men and warriors. Sita has listened to spirits that are evil. He talks of spies, but he does not tell you that the spies are already in your midst.
How long are you gonna let the old fossil stand there?
Let him speak his piece. We're supposed to be the gods giving the sign to prove who's right. After they see what happens to Yellow Wolf, they'll be sure to know Sita has the right medicine.
The Indian police will be men of your tribe. They will drive out the evildoers. They will crush this band of outlaws.
Go. See why Brady delays. Be prepared for trouble.
I tell you, if you do not stand by your own people, war and destruction will come upon us. I have spoken. Let the Great Spirit decide if I speak truth.
Sign. Where is the sign? Let the spirit send the sign. The Phantom Rider! A sign from the Great Spirit!
I am the Phantom Rider, messenger of the Great Spirit known to your fathers in the ancient days of their greatness. The message I bring is that you must obey Yellow Wolf, your chief, for he speaks words of great wisdom and truth.